We got you with your toothpick in your mouth. That's Mel. Smile, you're on camera.
I didn't know I didn't know he had a that. I didn't, let me put my shoes on so I won't be so low down.
You squat down. We'll both be the same height.
Okay, well, you're on TV.
I never could take a picture.
You're not taking a picture. You're just standing there. You
You know who you sound like?
Who?
Don.
Who?
You? When
Me?
you were saying that. You're not taking pictures. You're just standing there. Oh.
What'd you say?
I said, you're not taking pictures. You sound like Don.
Hey,
Hey,
look.
I'm writing.
Look up.
Look up here so I can get you and your grandmother together.
Right, your rest.
There's on record. There it is. There's the
Yeah.
light. Is that doing it?
And it says record on their screen.
I see it now. I'm blind. I can't
I'm
see.
writing this recipe so Kay can make sisal rolls.
Well, got me some.
And we don't need it.
Mom.
You can have one. You can't have some. Oh, you look too good at the game.
Okay.
We're on camera.
Take a picture with you and your grandson.
Boys, let me get rid of the toothpick.
I'm gonna run into the wall in a minute.
Belle, you can talk and get your name out, your voice
Tell them
on
anything
there.
you want to say.
Oh, I don't want to talk.
You tell us one of your stories. Come on, sit down.
About what did you call Steve when you played cards with him?
What was that?
I wish I hadn't done it.
Tell them what you called me.
No, I'll quit saying it.
I have a hard time believing that.
Well, believe it.
You better believe it unless something happens to me right quick before I think.
Once in a while, you have to do that.
Your granddad wouldn't have permitted that.
Okay, Steve, you need to sit down by her.
Oh, how about this?
You get on the chair.
Just sit up on the chair. I can't get you all in there. Give her a big old bear hug or something, a kiss.
Break chair.
Big old kiss. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, you need to talk to her.
I said, you just want to tell the world.
You tell him.
I can be on that anytime.
Oh, can you?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not used to things like that.
I've made a fool out of myself on this thing.
You have. Well, I'd probably make a fool of myself trying to keep calm.
Well,
Keep
You'll
it
bring
in.
the chair down. Excuse me, I'm going in front of you.
Well, I'll just get you on here while you're in
Oh,
front.
you need, remember those papers you put in there?
I know, there's one from Louis Brizard in here, Chris. I mean, Steve.
Two.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
Someone gave me one of his books this week.
Funny.
round table for a few squares.
Uh-huh. That's funny.
Better than still
Steve,
not
you
getting
need to
it.
ask Miss Bell to repeat that poem that she was, if she still remembers it, the one you had written down.
Annie's and Willie's prayer. I gave them a copy a while ago.
Yeah, I think I do.
Can you say it?
I don't put expression in it. Don't make me do that.
Oh, okay.
But be sure you read that. It's a beautiful story.
Rachel, step over here on the other side and let me get all three of you together
Oh,
here.
Lord, you can't get on me in there.
It's got a wide
This
angle
side,
in it.
huh? Gotta have two of them with me. I'll get you.
Okay, cheese.
Cheese.
Like somebody said, my feet stink. When you say that, you smile real big.
Yeah. What Casey did. I'm gonna take your picture, cheese. She was a mess. That's funny.
Louis Gazard, he's pretty funny. I like to read some of his
I think he is too.
Uh-huh.
He's in the Elizabeth and Star sometimes. Didn't you used to take the Atlanta Constitution to get him? I told him how you did. Well, you liked him though. Hey, there was an article in one of the Sunday papers in Export recently about that Rush Limbaugh. Have you ever read
David
that?
Paul now.
Hmm?
How
I think I saved it. I'm not really sure, but it's quite interesting.
Yeah, you're David Paul.
What is Limbaugh saying about all the presidential candidates?
Dave
So-
Paul said the Civil War never happened. Margaret Mitchell made it up.
He's crazy. He really
Have
is.
you read the sequel to Gone with the Wind yet?
I haven't,
I
no.
haven't either. I wonder if
I heard
it's
it's done.
That's what I heard too, and I want to write my own sequel.
Yeah.
Like I want that.
We saw, Steve and I watched Gone with the Wind. I saw it when it came out when I was a kid. When it first came out, I remember Mother and Daddy took us to see it. And I hadn't seen
Well,
it
it came
in
out
years.
before you were ever born, Kay.
No, I don't think
A
so.
long time. Maybe
You-
the
You don't know how old I am, do you?
I do too. I'm a lot older than that.
When did it come out, really?
It came out when I was a little girl.
Did it? I was
Yeah.
thinking it came out in the...
Well, it
later.
was revived.
Oh, okay, that must have been the revised thing, because I know it came out on the...
It was the same with Clark Gable and Janet Leigh or whatever.
Oh,
But,
okay.
it came out a long time ago.
I didn't remember when it really first came
Yeah,
out.
because it was when I was in, I think I was in either junior high or high school.
Mm-hmm.
And, I saw it. I've seen it several times. In fact, I took Chris and Steve to see it when they were in elementary school.
Mm-hmm.
I said, "This is something you need to see." They, well, why do we need to see that after they went? You know.
Did they like it?
Well, they were not open up to appreciate
Mhm.
it. I guess I took them
That's
to
why I
see
had,
it.
well, I had watched it again several years ago, but,
Harold taped it one time when we got
mhm.
a taped it when it
Is
was on
she
television.
getting us talking on that thing?
Yeah.
She's gonna get the call.
That's all right.
That's fine.
Just call all you need to. But when they had the premiere of Gone with the Wind in Atlanta, my cousin,
They have to leave.
my cousin had a beauty shop of her own,
Mhm.
and she styled the hair for Vivian Lee and
Oh, really?
who played the part of Melody? Melody or whatever. Oh, what's
I
her
can't remember.
You know who I'm talking about. Anyway,
Mhm.
several people. And after that, it really went to her head. She arrived because she did the hair for the premiere of Gone with the Wind.
Mhm.
You make faces.
Yeah. I've done a lot of things on that.
Here. I get, yeah, I'm supposed to get it done for Christmas, but I didn't pay attention.
He went to my dentist. He's a real good
Is he?
dentist. I
Dental
like
insurance now they've got that done.
him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dental insurance now that I've got that done.
Everything else comes up, you can.
I'll get my teeth cleaned free. Well,
I'm
what do you
still
want to
not
pass
into
down
that.
from generation to generation?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not thinking straight. Rachel can tell you, I can't even talk these days. I can't eat 2 days.
We have to supply words for each other.
I can't think. For simple words.
Names or anything else, neither one of us can. That's all right too.
What was one of those things I was telling you about today?
What?
About my mom?
It's hard
A
to
lot of
tell.
things.
I don't know. You told me so many things. I don't know.
I remember one time, we always gave the boys a choice of what they wanted for the birthday, if they wanted to go out to eat or if they wanted us to cook something or whatever. And Steve was, I don't don't know, 4 or 5 something. They still lived in Elizabeth and we lived in Spartanburg. He said he wanted Mama to cook his birthday dinner. So she cooked it when we came up here and had birthday dinner and cake. And went back home. So he got his birthday dinner at Mama's.
You remember when you used to ask me to fix you some cheese toast?
Yeah, I remember when you all lived next door to us, you'd go over to see you and you'd ask him if he'd had breakfast and he'd say no. And you'd fix him another breakfast and he'd already eaten breakfast at home. But he didn't
That's
have
kind of
what he
thinking of
wanted.
something else.
Oh, I think that's funny.
Remember the time you came over with the boots and the overcoat and what all did he have?
He had the raincoat and everything, 'cause it was raining, the umbrella, sloshed over in the rain. Have to go see, but we did go to his college graduation, didn't we?
We did.
Years college graduate.
Ooh, he is.
We were the only 2 in the family that went. We represented. That was nice.
Actually went to my college graduation, unlike some people in the family.
More than you can say for your brother, huh?
Chris didn't
One of
go.
them.
He didn't.
Didn't want to.
I don't remember Carl. Us going to Harold's, but I know we did.
You came, when he got his master's, you didn't come to the PhD, you did for the master's.
I need to go on others.
Hmm?
Stay there, Mom.
Woo.
Then I got to go get her.
I can't see now.
Where do you lie?
I lost my glasses.
Oh,
No, I had them on my head when I was.
turn out on these
My
things.
glasses, I couldn't see through that thing.
Thank you.
I wish you wouldn't take my picture with me standing up. I look bad enough,
I look terrible on these things.
I
I
don't
sound even worse.
I don't have a cold.
Just like the sinus.
I don't know what it is. Yep.
Allergies and things like that.
Such a bronchitis too.
Be lazy.
Uh-oh, lights off, is that matter?
Just turn it off.
Oh, you turned it off, okay. Is it still recording? Oh, okay, good.
It does.
It's not recording
Well,
right now.
good.
Oh! Get up. Getting old.
Well, I think Steve was talking about the times that he told me a story about when you moved up here when you were a little girl or something like that. When your family
And I
moved
wanted
up
you to
here.
tell her some of those old stories you used to tell
Yeah.
us. I
When you
love
rode
those
the
stories.
train and, you know, when y'all moved
Oh.
from Mabel up here.
I was 7 years old. I was born in Mabel, North Carolina. That's about middle ways between Boone and Mountain City. And the older brothers, they had the furniture and stuff in wagons with covers on it. And my 2 older brothers drove the cows. The cows was hitched to the back of the wagons, but they had to go along and take care of the cows. And I don't remember how we got to Mountain City to catch the train. We stayed in a hotel that night. That's the first time I'd ever done that. At Graydon and myself and Dad and Mom. And then we caught the train to Elizabeth on the next day. It took them about 2 or 3 days to come in the wagon. Now what else? I don't remember a thing about when I got there.
You were 7 years old?
It's about, what, 35 miles from here to Mountain City now? Something like that.
Yeah,
It took them 3 days, you know, to drive the cattle and come in.
well, they didn't
So
have that road then.
Why were you moving up in this area?
Why?
Your family was, your father was moving up here, or is that?
Well, we moved over in Biltmore community. He bought a farm over there.
So he came up here to farm?
Yeah, he was a farmer all his life. That's all he ever did. And my mother wanted to move to Elizabethton because there wasn't any high schools in Watauga County, and she wanted to get where my older brothers could get in high school. And so we've been here ever since.
Were you born in 1904 or 1905?
1907.
Seven. Oh, okay. Well, you're, how old are you now?
85.
85?
No, I never have denied my age, have I, Rachel? 85.
I guess my grandma's been gone a couple of years. I was thinking she was born in 1903.
That's when Carl was born, isn't it? Well,
Yeah.
And did they do tobacco up here then? Is that what they did? Or?
Oh, my daddy never did raise tobacco. Now, when we lived over in Biltmore, where we moved, it wasn't very far to where Carl lived. So we were sort of raised up together, went to school together.
but they snuck off and got married.
Yeah, tell me about that.
Did you?
Yes.
You didn't tell anyone you were going to get her married?
Her stepmother, no, her sister.
My half-sister and my stepmother, well, several people knew it.
Tell 'em about
His
that. That's-
mother, no, I'm
That's
not gonna
fun.
tell
Oh,
that.
That's cute.
Oh, come on.
Tell me.
Oh, no, you're gonna record
I'm not
that.
recording that.
I don't want that down on. Rachel said I should have written
She
the
should
story.
write a book. I bet it would be a bestseller.
Dad always just controlled the family. And it didn't make any difference what you wanted to do. You did what he wanted done. You did it the way he wanted done. And he knew that Carl and I were gonna get married. He accepted that fact. But before school was out, before spring, no, that was back in the winter. He was talking, we was sitting around the fire one night, and he was planning my wedding. He said that my Uncle Jack Green, which was not my uncle, he was the uncle of my daddy's oldest group of children, his children by his first wife. And he said, now I'm going to have your Uncle Jack Green to come. He was a preacher, and have the ceremony here. And he just kept making his plans. And till I got just about as hot as I could get. So we finished, and Ollie and I went upstairs. She was a half-sister. It was her real uncle. And I was crying. And she said, she stuck her hand out like that. And she says, cry me a handful of tears. And I don't know what I said to her about that, but I said, I bet you I'll be married before this time next Wednesday night. She says, I've heard the wind blow before. I said, I mean it. And I said, you're going to know all about it. I'm going to bring the ring and show it to you. I turned the ring over to my stepmother. She knew all about it. And I was married I was married the next Wednesday, on January the 19th. But Dad had said that he was going to wait until all the strawberries were picked, all the spring work had to be done before I got married. But you know, I didn't.
She's the only one that got something.
What did he say when he found out you were already married?
He never mentioned it to me in his life from that
He
time
didn't
till the time
really.
he died,
He didn't know until graduation
until the week of graduation.
that she was married. She went back home and lived at home.
Now, I mean, I lived at home too.
Uh-huh.
My
And,
stepmother said if she ever suspected me that she would have to tell him. And the week that school was out, I told my stepmother, I said, you tell Papa, that's what we called him today, about it. So I thought she was going to. And I came home that night, I mean, I spent a miserable day. And I came home and I couldn't hardly get up the hill. We had a hill and steps to get up. And when I got up in the yard, Dad was sitting on the front porch and he said, "Are you sick?" Well, I said, "I don't feel a bit good." She had told him
Oh, no.
that day, but when I went in, she told me, she said, "Well, I didn't tell him." She said, "I just couldn't tell him." And so I thought, well, it's up to me. Next morning I got up and Dad was still in the bed and I was fixing to go milk. Or maybe sweep, I had several things to do before I went to school. And I went in and I said, "Papa, I want you to go a piece with me when I start school this morning." I thought, if he started doing things to me when I told him I could run. And so I went on then and milked the cows, and I went to the spring house to strain the milk. And I saw Dad going across the meadow with his shotgun. I thought, well, what in the world will I do now? And I went on back to the house, and Sarah said, she was kind of laughing, and she said, "Your dad told me to tell you he didn't want to know any stale news. That he had known for the last 2 months that you were married." Boy, what a relief. So he didn't mention it to me, and so when I got ready to go to graduation that night, why, he was sitting on the porch. And Sarah was in the kitchen. I went in and I said, "Go out some way, get Dad off of that front porch till I can get gone." And she couldn't do it. So I got ready, and when I got off of the porch, she said, "Come back and see us sometime." Now that's as far as anything he ever said to me. And not very long before Harold was born, we went to my mother's to see my grandmother on my mother's side. We went to Uncle Dick Bayless, my mother's brother. And Uncle Dick said, "John," said, "Belle's the only one that ever did try to pull the wool over your eyes."
She didn't try, she did.
Papa said, "Dick, Belle and me don't talk about that." Yeah, he never did do it. It was all so funny that night that Carl knew that Sarah was supposed to tell him. He came down before dark and see what happened. He said, "Don't let him whip you." And so Dad hollered at me and he said, "Somebody down there on the steps wants to see you," just like it was a pure stranger, you know. I went down. Carl said, "What happened?" I said, "Not anything." So he went on, he went to his grave without mentioning it to me.
He accepted it though. I said he accepted it though.
Now he liked Carl. He just liked to have his way. But
Sounds
he
like
didn't
somebody
get
else.
it.
My dad was
Isn't
that
it
way.
you?
Well, we didn't have anything. Now my dad had all kinds of farm machinery, anything he wanted to work with, and he
had
was
a lot of property too.
yeah, he was a
Lots of
very
property.
particular farmer, a successful farmer. But we didn't have anything in the house. And here he was planning a wedding in the house. Now, you know I wasn't going to go for that. I was going to stand up and fight the whole thing.
She's a chip off the old blocks.
Yeah. Oh, that's neat.
This half-sister kind of bugged me, you know. And it was, I believe it was about January the 29th, she got married. She married my stepmother's brother. And I stayed home and cooked the wedding dinner. Believe it or not, it was chicken with gravy or chicken dumplings or something. And when I saw them coming back, Polly, my half-sister, and her elder, her husband was in front. Dad and my stepmother was behind. And I thought, boy, he may kill me, but I'm going to say it. He always laughed about Uncle Bud Marsh going along with a lantern behind his girls going to church. I said, boy, Dad, I said, you never did look as much like Bud Marsh as you did coming across that meadow.
Oh, man.
Cause there she was married and everything, and this making a big to-do, and there I was already married.
Oh.
Great. Did y'all do things up here like, when, have like peanut boilings and taffy pullings and things like that? Did y'all do any of that?
I never did get to do that or anything like that. Dad kept us at home. We had molasses boilings, but we just had them in the family worked, and we didn't have any outside.
Just laughing up a storm. Belle, Laura's here.
She
Miss
is.
Probst, you remember Steve, little Steve?
Yeah.